Welcome to the Commercial Kitchen Chronicles, the original food service equipment repair podcast built by technicians for technicians. Whether you're on the front lines of repair, keeping the kitchen running smoothly, or just passionate about the food service repair industry, this podcast is your go-to source for expert insight, tech tips, and real stories from the field. Everything said on the Commercial Kitchen Chronicles comes straight from the hosts and guests and does not represent the views of their employers, companies, or partners. We're here to share real stories, real experiences, and real opinions. Take it as insight, not as official policy. What is up, everybody?
So real quick, who soldered that pot in the intro?
That was one of my coworkers. I'm surprised he soldered it because normally he just would like take spade connectors and cram them on there and wonder why it didn't work half the time. So that was better than the alternative. I'm excited for this. We got Rich and Jason back. We've had some listeners suggest it and finally got it to happen. So I'm excited to have them back. Nice. But first, if you're working in commercial kitchens, you already know grease gets everywhere and especially on coils. That's where Viper coil cleaners come in. Viper's non-corrosive, technician-safe formulas are designed to cut through heavy buildup without damaging the equipment they're trying to protect. No harsh acids, no unnecessary risk. Just powerful, effective cleaning that keeps systems running the way they should. If you service restaurant equipment, make sure Viper is on your truck. All right, now we can goof off, and now we can have some fun. So what's going on, everybody? It's been a while since we've seen Jason. He looks tired.
I'm extremely tired.
Jason looks like he's already sick of this crap.
He's like, why did I agree to this again? It's past my time.
Tired, boss, tired.
Jason's over there crushing his new job, and if you guys don't know Jason personally, he takes what he does very seriously, so that's why he's been on a little hiatus. He's trying to focus his efforts on doing the best he can with where he's at and trying to make a difference, and I respect that.
It's not us, it's him.
Yeah, we're proud of him. He'll be back whenever he feels like coming back. He's the man. So what is new, guys? Anything?
You start, Jason. What's up?
Nothing too new. Just staying busy, working, drinking out of a fire hydrant daily, but making a difference and having fun.
That's a good way to stay hydrated. Remember that.
Absolutely.
Can't you get drunk on water or like get water poisoning or something?
Water poisoning.
So
not Pat being the negative one of the group.
I'm smiling. I know Rich has got some pretty cool stuff coming up. Getting another guy coming on board, you said?
Yeah. Finished interviewing a guy today, and I mean, it looks like he's going to accept the offer, picking up his truck hopefully tomorrow from the dealership to get it all outfitted, and that'll be 5 trucks on the road full time now.
2 years, 5 trucks. That's pretty good.
Rich, how do you handle the trucks? Is that lease or purchase?
Purchase. Yep.
So what are they going for now on average?
Jesus Christ.
From where you started to where you are now, what is the range?
Bro, man. So my 2 vans, so we got a ProMaster and a Ford Transit. I want to say those were like high 40s. I got the extended body, extended wheelbase, high roof, so like my guys can stand up
and not crawl.
And yeah. And then I've got that 2500 Chevy pickup with a service body. That thing was like pushing 60. And then my son, he's in a Ram 1500 just with some toolboxes on the back. But that one was slightly used. I paid $25,000 for that one.
What year was that?
And then that was this is a 24, I think. And then the
24,
one
that's not bad.
Yeah, and I got it from Enterprise, so it was only like 55,000 miles on it. So I mean, great shape. And then the next one I'm buying is another 1500 Ram, but I'm gonna throw like the decked drawer system in the back, and then a couple of toolboxes on the sides, and then the ladder rack. I mean, it's gonna be high. It's gonna cost me like 10 G's to upfit it, but I mean, it should be good for this dude.
Yeah,
those deck systems are pretty sweet.
I had a deck on the back of my pickups where they slid out, and then I had the cab on the back with the toolboxes, and it was pretty good. And I was able to throw a ladder on top if I wanted to.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it, like I told the dude, I was planning to go all vans, especially the big ones, but I'm like, trucks are comfortable, you know what I mean? And as much driving as we do, you kind of want to be comfortable. So if I can outfit the trucks to where it's still efficient, that's most likely where I'm going to go from here on out. I mean, I'll probably end up having a mix, but I want to try to make the ride as comfortable as I can for the guys that are running calls.
I'll say that we had vans at my last service company for the longest time, and then when they switched up and started giving us Silverado crew cabs, 1500s, 4-cylinder with the turbo, but they gave us we were so happy to have, we were able to throw the family in the back, throw the other techs in the back. It was just you felt normal, but we made sure that we did not complain, and we were good with what we got. And we were like, we're gonna work extra hard to make sure we're not put back in that van where you're sitting up like this.
Yeah.
11 hours a day. So it's much appreciated when you can recline a little bit and feel normal and still do what you got to do.
Yeah, and like my son's Ram, I mean, it drives super nice. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah. And then like it's funny because a guy I used to work with, the company he's at now, they gave him a service body truck, I think a F-350. And he's like, I'll never go back to a van. And I'm like, bro, you got soft. What the hell? And then I got my truck and I'm like, I'll never go back to a van. Screw that.
Yeah, Leo said he's waiting on that 3500 crew cab dually and he'll come work for you.
Pat gets the 3500 first. He's got dibs.
Yeah. Dude, I caught so much shit over that day. People will freak out.
I haven't seen a dually without damage to the fender in a hot minute, man. People just don't know how to. People know how to.
It takes
drive
a while to get used to those, man. That's a lot of. There's a lot of hips back there.
It's a lot of ass back there, yeah.
Oh man, so not much new with me, man. Just training, traveling, having fun. Top Tech throwdown stuff with Sefesa. Picked up some refrigeration stuff for USG and just having fun, man. Just sticking to a diet, trying to exercise more, trying to lose some weight, and just trying to have a more positive outlook on life. You guys notice I haven't been on near as many violent rants and rampages here lately.
I have noticed actually.
Jason's probably thankful for that.
Yeah, it's made my life easier. Yeah.
He's like, I don't need that shit.
It's because I care, bro. I'm always worried about you guys, man.
I know, and that's why I try to keep it in the group chat when I do decide to lose my cool stuff. Every once in a while, it rolls over. But I appreciate you guys always being there and have my back and listen to me complain a little bit.
What you drinking, Pat?
Wild Turkey Rye. So Wild Turkey 101 Rye, old fashioned. So that's pretty good. I bought a bottle when I went turkey hunting, and it was supposed to be our celebratory bottle, and we didn't shoot a turkey, so now I'm just drinking it.
Damn.
So it is what it is. So
nice.
So I enjoy these BS sessions because we don't have a script, we don't have anything to talk about. We just kind of hang out and catch up. And I'll throw the link up here in a minute because I know Brian probably wants to come on. We've got a couple of people in the chat probably want to come on.
Leo's gonna come on, I'm sure.
Yeah, we always got to have fun. So, yeah, just it's good to have you guys back and to talk.
And real quick, but like mechanical environments, aren't they obligated to come on whenever we throw a link out there?
Probably.
Like, isn't that like a rule?
Are we gonna have a PG version of the Vegas trip?
Oh, we won't discuss. Well, we can't discuss part of the Vegas trip.
Just said PG version. Don't
PG
don't allude to anything. Nothing happened. Goodness.
No, nothing did happen. That's
nothing bad happened, Pat.
Nothing bad happened to us. I'll say that.
Okay.
No, yeah. Well, Rich and I, we're going to be in Chicago here in a couple of weeks. Well,
Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm so
week.
jealous.
I need to remember that I'm going to Chicago.
It's only supposed to be like high 70s, so you may want to bring a coat.
Coat.
That sounds beautiful.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. It'll be a fun time.
What are you guys doing there?
NRA show. So we are hanging out in a booth. Whose booth was it again? Is it Serveware?
Serveware.
Serveware got us. We actually got exhibitor passes. We're going to hang out in the Serveware booth and record some stuff, and then they're doing the press pass too for podcast stuff too. So I got a press pass for that. So I'm gonna run around, get some content, and hang out with Rich, and Rich is gonna talk to some manufacturers, trying to get some more work, trying to get some more ASA stuff. You know how that goes. He's got mouths to feed and a bank account to take care of. He bought a house.
A lot of mouths to feed.
He bought a new house, having a new house built, so he's got to take care of that obligation as well.
You went 0 to 100 and bought a house, bro?
I figured I've been living in South Carolina for 5 years now. It's probably time to make it official. Got my contractor's license, started a business. I employ people. It's probably time to make it
official. You renting?
Yeah, I've been renting this whole time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is way overdue. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought
And
you were just
right
buying
now,
another
like,
new house or something. I'm like, what are you
no,
doing?
not like that. Like they got so many incentives and stuff now, which they haven't had for like the past 5 years, that it was like, yeah, it's a no-brainer now to buy.
Nice. Yeah, my son's having buyer's remorse. I'm gonna be a grandfather come August, and
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweet.
yeah, he realized he's like he says I gotta get my kid out of the hood. He lives in a little town. It's a pretty bad little town, honestly. But I told him to buy a house there, but he had to buy the house, and now he's like, I get my baby out the hood. So he's been on call the last 3 weeks, and he's already taken the next 5 weeks of on call. I'm like,
Okay.
dude. Well, you're gonna learn real fast, dude. That's not always the best option. The best option is to leave
That's
it.
the Finley method, though.
Oh yeah,
If there's one thing we know, that's the Finley method.
yeah.
Work through it, complain later.
He's heating it up, dude. He had calls all day Saturday, Sunday. He was trying to go into another market Sunday because I called our office, and he was like, I'm going here, and I'm like, that's a different market. You may want to check with the manager, see if he cares first. I said, I'll do it if they let me, but it is what it is. So. How many stores are you over, Jason?
15, and then I got the flagship opening up in about a month, working on that, and then we signed a lease on 2 other locations, one in Orlando, one in the Bradenton area. So those will probably be do a build up by the end of the year and then Q1, but it's a heavy lift. The goal is 100 locations in 10 years. That goal came out in 2024, so I got here 4 months ago. So I have the other 80 plus to help scale for the most part.
Nice.
Boy, that's pretty lofty goals, man. It's gonna be
It
fun.
is. It is. Well, I mean, it's build outs. I mean,
Yeah.
we're in Orlando. It was the location we're picking up is in a super nice area, but there used to be a Steak and Shake, and I was like, I recognize this place when I did the walkthrough. I'm like, I feel like I've been on the roof here. I feel like I've been in this walk-in. I feel like I was I was working on this exhaust, and then I'm like, this looks like a Steak and Shake, and found out it was, and I'm just like, you know what? I changed the lighting out here in 2014. I think one of the first tasks I was giving right out of tech school was changing out all the pendant lights in the old Steak and Shakes. They used to have these chrome dome pendant lights over the booths, and they had like 8 to 10, and they were like, hey, we need to change out all 86 in Florida, and we were understaffed, so I had to learn how to do that really quickly. One, I was right out of school. Two, they were open 24/7. I wasn't allowed to turn the power on, so I had to learn how to do it live. In hindsight, that was not a great idea, but getting shocked 45 days in a row will teach you to get really good. Hot wire off, neutral, ground, neutral, power. Power out first, power on last. I learned that real good.
That neutral will tear you up, dude.
Yep.
You gotta look at that neutral first, and it's still looking for that path, dude. If you get between it and ground, you are the path.
See, that's like right. That's like what a conversation I was having today with Ray, with one of my guys, because we're doing a walk-in install on this big construction project. And like where we would like to set the condensers is this like planter area right outside the wall, but it's elevated. So they're like, no, you can't set it there. You got to run it, the line said down the wall, like 30 more feet away, all this bull crap. And we're asking the GC why we can't just set them there. Like, this is perfect. He's like, how are you going to work on them when they go down? I'm like, with a freaking ladder. Like, what are you talking about? That's not safe. I'm like, bro, workplace safety was not a thing when I got into this. Okay, bro. Like, you would hate to see the Pizza Huts that I work on top of with that 1985 sloped roof. And that's where they decide to put the exhaust fan. You know what I mean?
It was after getting into this trade and then meeting electricians. I was in school with, they had electricians class, and we're all wiring things up just to do continuity tests. And then I got in the field, and then I realized being a service tech in a restaurant on cooking equipment and everything else, it's just like, I don't even get an opportunity to turn this stuff off. The stuff you can't even diagnose it with no power. And these guys, I was like, man, electricians are the shit. And then when I got in the field in the real world, I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this. They're like, oh, lockout, tag out, shut it down, shut the whole building down, kill the main power. They're like, kill the block. I'm just like, what's going on here? I'm like, you can't continuity test everything. Not to jive on the Sparkies and everything, but yeah, man, cutting my teeth at Steak and Shake, I'll never forget that, man. I'll never forget that. But anyways, back to the story. So Steak and Shake layout, and then there was a Guy Ferreira or whatever, Guy Chicken was there. Yeah, so that's what we took over. So by the end of the year, hopefully we'll have that build out, and it's not as lofty doing that many if you are just doing build outs. I mean, it's a matter of location. What's coming up. There's so many subdivisions and developments blowing up in Florida, obviously for all types of reasons, from left to right, or literally left to right. But yeah, there's plenty here, and I think it's achievable for the most part. It's just a matter of having a good staff, real estate, checking out the area, and it's not like we're building brand new locations. At least not every one of them are going to be.
Nice. You still got a couple techs working for you guys, or?
Yeah, I do, and I'm looking. I'm again, I'm new in the role and just trying to understand culture and things like that. Vehicles is something I'm going to be having to get into here soon, because the vehicles are, they're creeping a little over 100,000. That's not a lot, somewhere like 120, 130, 140. But I'm definitely looking at purchase versus lease. I was big into lease before. My mentor was telling me, he's all purchased now, and he's in the Carolinas at his company, and he's purchasing his vehicles. And I'm just like, okay, that's different. So I'm kind of looking at different avenues, and then just trying to get a beat on the scaling with staff. I do a hybrid model with third party plus in-house. We have coordinators. We give them responsibilities to kind of do your breakfast, manage your locations, and manage your service providers. So,
cool. Did your mentor tell you why he's gone from lease to purchase now?
So he was just saying the rebates and the incentives and for the cost. So he was looking at pickups, but they're single cab, like they're single cab. But he was breaking down, and I have an email that if within 3 years, what the incentives and the interest rate and everything, it's better to just purchase it and have it paid off within 3 years, and then go from there than to lease it. It just doesn't make sense leasing them. The model before was lease everything.
Right. Gotcha.
I'm not sure if that's the same. I can forward you that his breakdown. He's great with numbers and everything, and again, he's in the Carolinas as well.
That's cool. I think that's the dude I met at Cefeza, ain't it? I sent you that picture.
Morgan.
Yeah.
No, that's my mentor.
Well, I didn't want to name drop, but since you did, yeah.
Oh, that's my dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's very cool.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So that's a good point. Lease versus purchase. Yeah, we lease everything, and it can be an absolute headache. But I mean, we're probably 1,800 vehicles. So I mean, that's a little different with that
little different
versus 5 to 10 or 20.
Well, the economy is just different right now, and I'll in a couple of years it'll probably swing right back to where it was before, and everyone is just, you got to follow the trends and be smart about it. If it's worth leasing, you lease. If it's not, you purchase. You just got to look at the end of the day, if the interest rate's low enough and what you're making, and you can knock it out and get it paid off in a certain amount of time. And I think the main point was that within 3 years it was interest free is what it was. So if you can get that, pay out the full principal in that time, you're good. Nasty
says, "Is Rich know he's falling off the screen?"
I'm tired and I'm practically laying down. Y'all are lucky you can see me at all. Okay.
It keeps getting further and further away.
If it keeps going, I'm gonna just lay flat out and y'all just gonna hear me.
Yeah, that's funny. The truck thing, during COVID, like they couldn't get vans. They were getting like GMC and Chevy pickup trucks, 4-doors, and like 4-wheel drive, and like the northern branches that had snow like commandeered them all. Like they took them all and like was shipping their vans all across the country. And I was so mad. I was like, I just want a pickup truck. Like buy me a diesel. Let me run it for like 300,000 miles. Let me run it for like
right. I'll keep it. I'll wash it. I'll stock it. I'll take care of it.
Let me have a truck and I'll just run the dog crap out of it. But it never happened.
Do you guys remember when diesel was cheaper than Rich? Get back in frame. Cut it out.
Nasty said I'm just the logo now. So
do you guys remember when diesel was cheaper than regular gas?
Oh yeah, years ago.
Yeah, I think that was called the 1900s.
Well, probably was in the 1900s.
The redcoats are coming. The redcoats are coming.
That's funny. So nope, sweet. Let's send this link out here so we get someone to jump on. See if anybody can cause some trouble.
The price of gas is psychotic right now, bro.
Well, dude,
Yeah, even Sam's Club was $4.50 today. I was just like, not Sam's Club.
Bro.
Well, it's kind of wild. It's like UAE, like it was bad because of the stuff of Iran, and then UAE is like, oh, we're leaving OPEC, and OPEC's like, oh, screw it, we're just going to rape everybody for a while then.
Yep.
Is OPEC jacking it up now?
Oh yeah, OPEC's reason went to like $5 is because UAE pulled out of OPEC, and they can't. So that was how they controlled everything is through OPEC, and
yeah, anything that has the word cartel in it can't be good. I'm just saying.
Yeah, pretty much. So
I mean, I'm the business nerd now, right? So my fuel cost has gone up 43% from 1 month to the next. It increased $1,000 in 1 month with no additional mileage.
We didn't used to track techs how much gas they use, and like they started tracking them, and like they hired one guy, and like he's using like double the gas everybody else. I'm like, well, he lives like an hour and 45 minutes from the shop. What do you expect? I'm like, you're bringing him to Indy every day. You're bringing him an hour and a half in every.
There isn't work where he is.
He technically doesn't even live in our market.
So you got someone coming out of the sticks to work this
to
work your area.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we all got to work. You gotta do
well, we got to have techs, and it just sucks. But yeah, our governor is like, oh, I'm gonna suspend the gas tax. I'm like, it's still $4.99 a gallon everywhere. I don't know what your gas tax you suspended did, but Brian was chomping at the bits. Let's bring Brian on.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Brian?
What up, bro?
Hey, long time no talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Especially J-Lat with the stash going on there. I'm not used to that, man.
Dude, he's got that stash. It's always on point. It's always on point.
Literally on point.
Is that natural or just for men?
It's natural. You know what?
No one can tell.
So I was feeling some kind of way about some white strands, and I've been just plucking them, but my wife got me just for men with a little brush, and I tried opening it. I think I smelled it. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna pluck these bad boys. It's all good.
Hey, see, I'm rocking the full gray here, man. I hit 50 this year, and I'm just like, screw it.
I get a few gray ones that I pluck them, and the next day there's like another one like just as long. I'm like, how's it gray just as long the next day? I'm like, I swear I plucked that thing yesterday. So I'm giving up on it. I got a guy at work. I'll probably get in trouble for this, but he
nice disclaimer.
Him and his girlfriend split up, and he's trying to find some ladies, and this shit was like pure gray, and like he came in one day, it was jet black, and I was like, I held everything I could to not laugh. Every time I see him, I'm like, I gotta look away. I gotta look away.
Okay, you guys aren't that old, but you guys have to remember Flash Gordon.
Yeah,
the villain in Flash Gordon. What the jet black goatee,
dude. It was like overnight. I came in the office and I seen him, and I just like walked up front, and I went to my dispatcher. I was like, "Tell me you seen his beard and mustache. What are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh, just wait till you see him." And she's like, "Damn you! Why'd you have to tell me that?"
Bro, I'm bad about that, bro. Because I'm like, be a man, be bald, be gray, shut up, suck it up. You're a dude. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I get in trouble saying that quite often.
I was gonna do the skullet, man. I wanted to do it so bad. It got like an inch long, and I couldn't take it anymore. It was like driving me nuts. I just like cut it off.
Yeah, we got 3 Coco Pelados on the show, huh?
Bro. So the guy that works for me, Todd, he did the skullet, and they used to describe him as the long-haired bald guy.
we had a guy.
We used to actually call him at Whaley. We used to call him Crypt Keeper.
Oh wow. That's bad. We had a guy that had a skull, and it was so curly, and he put so much product in it, it rub his uniform, and like you think his uniform was wet, and it was just like his hair products like stuck to his uniform all day. Because like the first time I seen it, I was like, oh, his hair must be wet, and I was like I was with him all day, and I was like, oh, it never dried. I was like, oh, that's hair product.
I'm just saying, Adrian dyes his hair, right?
Adrian, you dye your hair.
I'm only saying that because he's in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at the guy's collar and you're like, oh, he must have been, elbows deep in a fryer. Nope, hair product.
Jerry curl juice. No.
God love him, man. God love him. I just let it. I mean, at that point, I mean, it was long, and then he took his hat off one day, and I was like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "You got like 12, 18 inches of hair hanging out the back and nothing on top. That took some effort. Like that's some serious like time involved in that."
That's dedication.
Pat, no, we do not nasty ass if we use deodorant on our bald heads. Sunblock.
Who does that?
Yeah, I learned.
I was
quickly
thinking-
to use sunblock.
Well, see, this is going to be the first summer that I've been rocking a bald head, so I was going to try the anti-monkey butt on it, when I started to sweat. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to decide.
Is that a thing? Anti-monkey butt?
Well, you've heard of bat wings and swamp, pardon my French, ass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that
Not the bat
anti-monkey,
wings, just the
Yeah,
swamp ass.
bat wing, yes, yeah, bat wings.
Scared to ask what that
same.
bat wing means.
Bat wings. Yeah, that sounds.
Should I ask what that means, or is that,
No,
is that
you
appropriate
shouldn't.
for the show?
Well, basically, and that's why all work pants are dark colored, because in the summertime you're sweating. You sit down, you stand up. It's like you sit in a bucket of water, basically.
Disclaimer: Tech Talk.
Yeah, tech talk.
Yeah, the views expressed by the guests and the host do not represent those of their employers or the sponsor of this episode.
Yeah, your job's gonna make you read that every 15 minutes.
It's going to be flashing across the screen. It's going to be a
Yeah,
banner.
you should have that as a banner, dude. That'd be fun.
I might have to do that. I'm gonna do that for the next episode.
But they make a powder called anti-monkey butt, and dude, this stuff is amazing. In the summertime, it just for the guys, you get chafed. That's tech tip.
Try being a
Works
bigger
great.
guy. When we get really chafed, dude, that shit hurts. It burns. It's terrible. Fat guy problems, man. Fat guy problems.
Well, I'm not the smallest guy either, so you get the thigh, you get that chafing, and then you get your Dunlap chafing. Your belly Dunlapped over your belt. Yeah, that you get that chafing too.
I had to go switch to a stretchy belt, man. The leather belts just were no bueno. Digging into me.
I bought them off a TikTok shop. It's a 2-pack of the flexible belts. Best thing ever invented in the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Flexible belts.
Rich and Jason don't have that problem, so.
Not anymore. Not any less.
You still working out, Jason, or?
What you saying, dog?
I'm just curious. I know you were working out there for a while. I didn't know if you didn't have time for it, if you were still doing it, what was going on.
Not anymore. Not any less.
Not any more, not any less. Okay.
Yeah, I still got the pipa.
Nice. So, Brian, anything new? What's going on, man? Just living a dream out there in West Virginia?
Well, living the dreams. I won't go into detail. There'll be changes coming up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good, bad.
It is. It's kind of a forced change, not of anything of doing, just market changes, I guess. That's what I'll say.
It happens.
Yeah, professional. Yeah,
Good. Well, not good, but better than personal, right?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. Just keep me in your thoughts and pass along any good vibes.
We got you, man.
Yeah,
Always
message us, man. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, we'll do. I talked to Pat earlier, so yeah.
Yeah, well, I wasn't
Cool.
saying to get you to throw that out there. I was just seeing if anything was new. I wasn't trying to.
No, I know. I know, but yeah,
And I'm not going to take it personal that you didn't text me anything. I mean, I'm just gonna let that slide. It's okay.
Well,
Your text was
listen.
just
My feelings are not hurt at all.
No, well, here's the thing. Pat responds to me.
I respond.
You're
Really
you're a business owner, Rich, and you're probably busy doing an install. I didn't want to bother you, but from now on, I will text you too. I don't
He's-
want to.
He's
Not
hanging
gonna
out
lie,
with Brian
I'm so
Page.
horrible. I pulled up my phone right now. I have 56 messages I have not responded to.
Yeah, you're horrible.
That's terrible. I can't stand to see the notification. So a lot of times I'll go look at the message to get the notification to go away and come back, and then I forget to reply. And I'm like, I'm an asshole.
See, I was like that until I started my own business.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I just don't even have time to look at the messages 99% of the time.
Uh,
Like in my family group chat, I don't even know how many messages we have that I didn't read today. But like normally, like I'll be in the car and I'll play all the messages when I'm driving back. And there were so many. I'm like, ain't no way in hell. It's gonna take me 45 minutes to go through every message I missed today just in the group chat. Nope.
So have you?
Yeah, I used.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Not. I was just gonna say, yeah, I get real OC. Used to get real OCD about it, and then our main form of communication where I'm at now is like that is text, and it's like at some point I'm just like I'm not checking anything for a while. I need a break, you know. It's
We use Teams, and it drives me nuts because my dispatcher, she's like, she just won't log into Teams, and we have no other way to get a hold of her. I'm like, that's
She won't
dirty.
log into Teams, you said.
Yeah, she won't log into Teams. But that's the only way we have to get a hold of her because they took her cell phone. I'm like, that's dirty. That is dirty. That's like,
How did she get away with not logging into Teams? Like that,
I don't know.
that's the equivalent of having a phone and turning it off.
Pretty much.
I
Yeah.
hate Teams. That's 99% of how I have to communicate professionally.
It drives me nuts. I will
Teams
say,
has made my job so much easier lately. I like Teams right now, and it can be smoother and a better layout. But God, it's helped me.
it's nice for some things, group messages and group video calls and stuff like that. It works out pretty well for, but it's always back there dinging in the background. I do want to say I'm excited to see Quentin back on LinkedIn and social media. Quentin's a good dude, and he's a great asset to the industry, and I'm glad to see him back on and interacting and hanging out again. So it's good to see. What's up, Mr. Ryan Hughes? So let me check this real quick and put this link back out there.
Yeah, put the link back out there so Leo can jump on. He was texting me, asking me where the link is at.
So Rich, have you put in a A2L system yet?
Shut up.
Oh,
Oh God, I hate A2L systems. I hate them with the passion. Well, okay, depending on the situation, I hate them. Like I got one. I don't know how the hell we're supposed to run that communication cable because there's not enough cable to run from the EVAPs to the condensing units. It's the one I was complaining about earlier today. But no, overall, they're not really bad. You just got to get used to the fact that you got to install the two valves on the outside of the box within 6 feet of the evaporator.
well, and yeah, it's the wild, wild west. Like, there's no like government standard, and every manufacturer is different. I made that post, and like it blew up, and people were like freaking out, telling me I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm like, well, this manufacturer wants it this way, this manufacturer wants it that way. I was like, I understand there's no laws, and someone's like, well, if the manufacturer says so, the law reversed that the manufacturer standards are law or whatever. I'm like, whatever, dude.
But what they need to do is they need to come out with a freaking industry standard because like now one manufacturer has 454A, the other one has 454C, I think it is, or some bull crap. It's a bunch of freaking garbage. There needs to be an industry standard that says, yo, this is how we're doing it. That's it. And realistically, install prices need to go up for the extra hassles. We got to wire in solenoid valves outside of the box. The electricians aren't doing that. We got to run them. Like I said, we got to run these retarded communication cables and all this other bull crap. So install prices are definitely going up, though.
What are the communication cables for?
If I understand it correctly, because I don't completely know. So all the EVAPs have built-in leak detection systems.
Yeah, mitigation.
So if the leak detection system goes off, it'll communicate that to the condenser, shut the system down, close the solenoid, and then the check valve will stop anything from moving back and forth between the condensing unit and the evaporator.
Like the same kind of hydrocarbon leak detector I use for sniffing out a leak on gas?
It's just a built-in mitigation board. So
yeah,
like how's it sense? Is it what's it doing? Is it sniffing?
Yeah. So it looks like an ultra small smoke detector. The ones that
so it's not a drop in pressure.
No.
It's reading in parts per million, I believe.
Oh, so it is sniffing out.
Yep.
Gas. Okay.
And
so
then depending on the evaporator size, if it's a certain size evaporator over so many fans, it has to have 2 boards. It's wild.
Yeah.
And where are these placed? And I'm only asking because I've been out of the field since 2020.
They're inside the evaporator.
Yeah, they're inside the evaporator, and that's
just
like
a thermistor.
It's
so the ones I've seen literally look like a super small smoke detector. That's the ones that I've seen. They're literally like the size of this or smaller.
You got one, Pat? Show us.
I don't have one, nope. So
Be ready next time.
yeah, show and tell. So Colpack, how they want theirs done is the solenoid check valve have to be outside the box as close as you can get them to the evaporator. So
the box, you mean the evaporator or outside the actual walk-in box?
Outside of the walk-in, but within 6 foot of the evaporator.
Yeah, so if you pipe them stupid, you can't meet those standards.
So the evaporator needs to be near the door?
No. So like you're gonna go through wherever you run the line sets. Like you run the line set through the roof.
Yep.
Like the way I do it is immediately outside of the box.
I'm thinking by the door. Okay, I'm thinking like in the general where people are. It just needs to be.
No.
Oh, okay, I got
it's in the line set, but it just can't be more than 6 feet away from the evaporator.
Gotcha.
It's just like if you're running a dual.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Like right outside the penetration, like we do the penetration, we come up with a 90 and then connect it right there.
So there's also a suction side check valve too. So what happens when this thing shuts down? They want you to set your pressure switch pretty low on the low pressure side, and the ideal is it's drawing all the refrigerant out of the line, out of the evaporator, and back into the condenser coil. And that check valve, when it shuts off, keeps that refrigerant from migrating back into that evaporator. So it's trying to get as much refrigerant out of that evaporator as possible. The deal is it's not so much a fire hazard. They're worried about it like building up, mixing with oxygen and being an explosion hazard in the kitchen because it's confined space. So,
right.
Brian, what were you saying?
I just we were talking about the check or the solenoid being outside of the box. It'd just be just like if you were running the dual evap system, one condenser, and yeah, you'll run that solenoid. You'll run the solenoids outside of the box instead of inside of the box.
And is that above the penetration as well?
Yeah, that's above the penetration. Usually you'll do that on top of the box somewhere.
You know how many boxes I've had to climb up between, like above, open up the drop ceiling, crawl over the wall to get to where the penetration is to find leaks and whatnot. They might as well have these things close to the wall, have like a plumber's cutout door to get to it. I mean,
oh, that'd be
man,
slick.
they added mad obstacles is what it sounds like. Man, I got out at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I wish I had taken pictures of an install we did at a restaurant. Won't say the name of the restaurant, but Uncle Herschel has something to do with it. You had to be part contortionist to get above the box. Like when we did the install, because I was a bigger guy, I didn't get chosen to be on top of the box, but we literally had 2 guys on top of the box. You're talking probably about 27 inches, 28 inches of space between the actual roof and the top of the box. Yet they were up there all day long. Like if they needed insulation or something, I took it up on the roof, and where the access was going down into the opening, I was handing them. Yeah.
I've seen some where guys have to climb like long ways, and they gotta like scuttle between like roof trusses. Like this is stupid. Like, no.
I got to the point where it was like they obviously don't want me to work on this. Like this is American Gladiators over here trying to get to this thing. It's just it's like why? Yeah. I'm ready to cut an access hole in the roof of the walk-in to get up there.
You're like trying to climb over. Every walk-in's penetrating an exterior wall. I don't care. It's not going in the attic.
That's why I love the Stratus so well, because if I thought there was a leak above the box, I just put it on a parts per million, pop a ceiling tile, and just go real slow. You know what I mean? And if there was a little leak, you pick it up. But
look at Leo. Turn your phone sideways.
Oh, that's a retarded looking prick.
It didn't go. He's just sideways.
He's turned his phone sideways.
Just put it back up. Put
it back.
Yeah, put it back the other way. Take the lock screen off. You probably have the screen rotation.
All his blood's gonna rush to his head.
So Quentin, I do not know of any charge.
Wait, real quick. Can y'all tell from his video that he has no neck?
You ain't nice. You ain't nice.
When I worked with him, we called him Head Start.
Oh. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Hey, he can talk crap as good as he can take crap. So
Oh yeah.
He's not drinking.
No, not tonight. Best thing I got right now is just
Czech cola. Nice.
So,
yep.
I have noticed that like most of your encapsulations are running 454C, and then most of the remoted condensed walk-ins are 454A.
yeah, see, I got one manufacturer, and I'm not gonna say any names because they're cool and I like their team and whatever, but they just always want to be different. Like everybody was 448, they were 449. You know what I mean? Like they just want to be different, and I'm like, really, y'all, really? Like I'm gonna need a trailer just to store all these different refrigerants now.
There's a reach-in manufacturer is like 513. I'm like, why? Like everyone's R290 or something else, and you're 513. Why are you doing this to me? Like I had to go buy. I had to drive an hour to buy a jug of 513 one day, and I was so pissed. I was
yeah, I had one
like,
manufacturer.
Man, I'll switch. I'll change the TXV and put something else in there.
I had one manufacturer that was 513, and it was under warranty, and I basically charged them for like £3, almost the whole drum. And I told them that ahead of time. I'm like, y'all are the only people that have this, so no, I'm not eating the cost of this drum.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's refrigerant is stupid expensive. You think they come out with new stuff to be cheap? No, it's 454 is like more expensive than 404, and I'm like, how does this make sense?
None of it makes sense, bro. None of it makes sense. I don't get it. So what's up?
I got a jug.
We're hogging all the spotlight, and we got Leo and Brian just like why the hell? Why they joined?
Sideways. I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh.
I don't know. It's being weird.
Leo's half retarded. I'm sorry.
Oh God, I haven't seen Quentin in a hot minute.
Quentin.
No.
He doesn't even know he's on.
I was surprised. The other day. I bought a jug of 410A, and it was only like $250. I was like, well, really? That's surprised me.
I don't know about that, Austin. I know there's plenty of R290 out in California, if that's what you're referring to as Cali. There's a ton of R290 out there.
They stopped making R290?
No, I think some places don't want it because they're scared of the liability.
Then the same with 600 then, huh?
Dude, I love R290. You give me R290 AC.
No R290, no R600, but your whole 30-foot cook line is running up.
Yeah.
Right.
It makes zero sense.
Then in that video you did, Pat, where you had that leak on that R290 system that was just blowing like crazy, and it was right beside of the I think it was a gas flat top.
It was Chili's. I opened up I was looking for a leak, and it was an evaporator. I just dumped like 10 ounces of R290, and it just being a smart ass. And
Willie's.
I opened the door, and like you could see liquid propane coming out, and like I took the camera, and like next to it's a bank of 5 gas fryers. Behind me was like 2 gas grills, gas ovens. I just like closed the door, and I'm like, oh, I'll order a new coil. See you later. People lost their mind, man. It's like, whatever, man. You'd be all right. I'd be more worried with that fryer than that stupid 5 ounces of propane.
I was changing out an R290 compressor at a Dollar General one time, and the guy walked in, wasn't supposed to, but guy walked in and said, "What are you doing?" I looked up, and he was sitting there smoking a cigarette. I was like, "Dude, you got." I mean, I'm not scared, but yes, yeah. I was like, "Really?" I said, "Bub," I said, "I'm messing with something flammable here. You might want to move away if you want to keep the hair on top of your head." And he's, "Oh, okay, man. I'm sorry."
Y'all remember when R290 first came out? I guess I'm not going to name the manufacturer, but they had this whole kit they would sell you that had like signs, and you coned off the area where you were working.
The water
flammable danger.
I don't know who they are, but their name's not false.
Yeah. The water filter is your recovery vessel. You pull a vacuum on it and like just sucks it in. I don't know if you're talking about Leon.
My man said their name's not false.
It's the truth or dare.
Who I was talking about.
Oh, dude.
I still have all the signs and stuff that came with it. They're sitting in a tote in my garage somewhere.
Never once have I used one of those signs.
Nope.
Dude,
Just remember this, guys. At least our screwdrivers are A2L compliant.
That was great.
Oh, dude, I used to get on these chats in the restaurant groups and be like, "I just bought a tank of R290 compatible nitrogen," and people thought it was a real thing too. They're like, "For real? Where'd you get some?" I'm like, "Oh my god."
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop off here and get back in the chat. It was good talking to
Good
everybody.
seeing you, Brian.
Good seeing you, bro.
Anybody?
All right, guys.
See you.
Later.
That's funny. R290. Dude, I love it. I don't care. Everybody, but give me everything R290.
The
R290.
old days of 290.
It's bad that 290 has old days now, isn't it?
But
I know,
People
right?
freaking out. People freaking out.
I can't
about
be the only one.
H12s.
Yeah, I can't be the only one that's run into a ton of 290 issues lately.
Oh, it happens. And people blame the refrigerant. It's not the refrigerant. It's the
So-
government's mandated. Like
It seems like that's all I work on.
the government's mandated like the heat efficiency, the heat transfer efficiency to be so high that their copper is so thin on these coils and everything else now. It's just
So I had a manufacturer explain that to me one time years ago. They were like, "Look, the problem is you can either be durable or efficient. You can't be both." And I'm like, that makes sense. And they explained to me exactly what you said. The copper has to be thinner, and you know what I mean? The compressors can't be built as bulletproof as they used to be and all that. And they're like, so that's on the government. But yeah, again, you know,
It sounds like some government talk, some government speak.
It sounds right.
Oxymoron right there, man.
But ignorant technicians like, oh, it's because it's 290. It's like, no, it's because the world is changing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll do it all. I've talked to people about some stuff over in Europe, and dude, they have their AC systems are R290 now. They don't pump it in the house.
It's a beautiful day in our world.
It's a fluid. It is what it is. You can't win them all. I just try to have fun and fix what I can and go about my business, make some money. Quentin's just sitting there being quiet, not saying a word.
That's how you get smart. You listen to smarter people.
And you're in the wrong group then.
Yeah, so I don't know about
Sorry.
That's why he ignored us and was talking to his wife.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm talking to my wife because she's a boss.
He's gonna start the day tomorrow 3 IQ points lower.
Quentin and I got it down, man.
You've met the people I work with.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the people you work with. Don't consider a down regulator on a grill an emergency.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Remove the regulator, straight pipe it, and adjust.
It wasn't me. I wasn't there.
Disconnect.
I was probably at some other emergency.
What's up, Jeff's HVAC Adventures? Thanks for joining the chat, man. Quentin, what's new, man? I'm glad to see you back on the realms of some social media and making your rounds again.
Like the hour and a half drive up to a restaurant that had their hoods cleaned, and the hood cleaning guys forgot to latch the assembly together, so it was vibrating all over the roof when I got there. It was a great time.
Ooh.
My favorite is when the hood cleaning guys forget to turn the disconnects back on.
Yeah, there's that too.
It's always, did the PM team do it or did the hood guys do it?
No, my PM team, takes photos. I want photos of every freaking thing you do.
Yeah, I want to see. Photos of the switches on.
When I do a PM, I video all the distance. Just for my personal stuff. Don't freak out. I'll drive like 20 miles away, and I'm like, did I turn that on? I'm like, oh, I got it on video.
So I'm pretty sure we asked Quentin what's going on, and it completely interrupted him. So what's up, Quentin?
I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I got back on LinkedIn because I left LinkedIn social media for a while because I just got tired of all the political BS going on and just people being retarded. I just got tired of it, so I took a break. And also I was having some problems with my blood pressure too. My meds weren't working, and
social media will do that to you.
Well, now I'll tell you what did it to me. I'll try to make this long story short, but so I refilled my prescription of meds. Then I went and saw my doctor a week later, and she wrote me a new prescription. And then I went and filled it. So I had 2 bottles of Losartan. And I thought, oh, this is cool. I'll leave one home and I'll take one with me. And I took one with me and left it in my car. So they got hot and they went bad.
I take 50 milligrams of that stuff. I didn't know it does that.
If you leave it in the heat, it will. So I was taking 225s, one 12 hours apart for 50 a day.
Yeah.
And so my middle of the day pill I was taking wasn't doing shit. And so suddenly I was on half the dose. My blood pressure just went woohoo like that. So
Yeah,
that was part of it. And then I got that all straightened out. Now I'm on like 100 milligrams because I gained weight and I've lost 40 pounds in the last year. So I'm on the.
So you look good. Look at you lost some weight. So
yeah, I got less jowl going on here.
So I take a 50 milligram of Losartan. My wife keeps telling me not to leave. My wife's in the medical field. She's like, pills go hot, they go bad. I'm like, no, they don't. They last forever.
Yes, they do. They go very bad in the heat.
God, I'm not even going to tell her that you took. Like, I'm not going to even admit that I believe it. I'm just.
They go bad in the heat.
Crystal.
Does that count in Florida though? It's different in Florida, isn't it?
It's got to be. It's hot all the time.
So because here's the thing, right? So like working in Florida, you leave a Gatorade in the truck. It's like 400 degrees. You're thirsty. You drink it. You don't think about it. You're in South Carolina. The Gatorade gets to 80 degrees, and you're like, "Damn, should I drink this? Is it still good?" You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Leo?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah.
You're like, it's not hot enough here to kill all the bacteria that's forming.
So are you better now,
yeah.
Quentin?
Yeah, I'm getting there. And actually, like I said, they bumped me up to I'm taking 100 milligrams a day, 50 in the morning, 50 at night. It's got to where like I've got this ring around my head feeling because my blood pressure is actually going the other way now. So
That does. Are you joking?
No, I'm dead serious. I mean, it's like, well, my regular doctor went out on maternity leave, so I was with a nurse practitioner. And she's like, your blood pressure's too high. I'm gonna up your dose. I'm like, okay. So she did, and it's made a difference. I mean, like it was the end of December is when I went to my doctor, and she's like, your blood pressure is just jacked. And in August, it had been fine the last time I saw her. I was running 130s over 80s and 70s and stuff. And it was like, okay, that's not bad. Well, then I went back and it was 178 over 100.
Oh,
yeah, that ain't good.
Yeah.
So, I got it down within a couple of weeks because she upped the dose. And a few days after I went and saw her, I thought about the pills being in the car. And then I messaged her and she said, oh God, yeah, if you've done that, that explains it. So it's a process. I mean, I got lucky with Losartan because that's the first pill they put me on and it worked. And I've heard nightmare stories from other people where they go through half a dozen blood pressure meds before they get one that will actually work.
Were you on amlodipine before at one point?
Never.
No. Okay, that was one I was on, and 10 milligrams would hurt my head, and then they put me down to 5, and then it stopped working. Not sure if it was heat related, but they put me on that Losartan, and it actually works pretty well. And so I'll have to take the other pack out of my truck.
Yeah, I mean, definitely do that because it will cook. I mean, I left the pills in my car, and I mean it'd be 120 degrees in the car easily, if not hotter in August and September, even here.
Mm-hmm.
And it just killed them and shit. So, but like I said, I've lost about 40 pounds from a year ago.'ve got 10 or 15 to go to get. I want to get to about 170s where I want to be. That's where I need to be.
How tall are you?
Like 5'8", 5'7", depends on what shoes I'm wearing and how depressed I am.
Shows he's on.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be around 190. I'm there now, but it fluctuates by 5 degrees. I'm trying to get on the 80 below.
It's hard as shit. I mean, so like for the last 6 weeks, we've been moving our office because my parents owned the building we were in and they sold it. That's their nest egg. So they sold it. They're going to retire out. I'm going to take complete ownership July 1st of the company.
Nice.
And we moved in and we're renting a space from next to an equipment dealer that I've known for 30 years, and we've known him for a long time. So we got a dealer next door, and then we fix stuff right next to him. So it's a good little marriage we got starting here.
Nice.
But for 6 weeks, we were there every weekend, moving all the used equipment out of this 1,400 square foot space that was wall to wall, floor to ceiling, and making room to put some of the stuff, and then scrapping it and junking it, and all and then moving all of our shit, which comparatively we didn't have near as much. I mean, I can't describe to you. I mean, and it's not even him; it was his father, which he passed away in 2020. So he's been gone 6 years, and he did used equipment and bought restaurants, whole restaurants at a time. And they got a 5,000 square foot warehouse that's wall to wall, floor to ceiling with stuff that's been there for 40 years. It just needs to go. But it's kind of like an episode of Professional Hoarders. That's kind of what it's like. So, been running pretty hard doing that. We just got kind of settled, and and now we're going to get ready to do this transition of ownership, which my mom's going to hang on board because she needs something to do. She's still like selling parts, and my dad will hang around and fart around with some equipment, or just, I mean, been doing it 53 years.
They earned it.
Yeah. Well, I was like, y'all need to get the hell out. We got to stop working together. I've been working with y'all for 30 years. I'm tired of hearing y'all bicker about all this little petty shit and back and forth. But yeah, I mean, I'm at a point now where I was going to do something else, and I did a whole lot of soul searching and a little bit of, I'm not really religious, but a little bit of praying about it. And I just don't, as much as I want to do the other thing, I don't think it's meant for me to do.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you about that, if that was still on your horizon. So
I mean, I still love it, and I would still do it if it ever worked out, because it's always been like a dream to do that.
Right.
But I mean, damn, I got 30 years in this business, and I'm not trying to blow my own horn, but I have a little bit of knowledge about this industry, and it would kind of be a waste to just let it all go.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not even about the money at this point. I mean, this whole industry it's in my blood at this point.
Like, it's comforting though. Like, it's what you know, it's what you've done for your majority of your life. And you're like, I mean, it's a big change.
Dude, I get stressed out with like the business end of stuff, and my wife is like, go run some service calls. Go help them with that install.
Go away.
And then I come back and I'm like, yo, I feel great. That's where I need to be.
Hey, fellas, I got to bounce.
Good
I'll get up with you, okay? Good to catch. I'll catch up with you guys soon.
See you, buddy.
See ya.
So, you were talking about your health there for a little bit. I finally started taking mine a little serious. I had to get on some blood pressure medicine. The first time ever, like, even with my weight, my doctor's always like, I don't know how you didn't have high blood pressure and how you weren't diabetic. Because I was like, my heaviest, I was 440 pounds and had great blood pressure. Like, he's like, I don't understand. He's like, your labs look great. He's like, you're just fat. Cool.
Thanks a lot.
And last year, like, finally my blood pressure was high, and it was like, finally they put me on some stuff, and I got on some testosterone, and like, that's been the biggest change for me. Is like, it's helped my mood. My mood swings are way down. That's why I haven't been going on those rampages and rants, because I'm on some testosterone now, and I feel like a man again. I'm like, I'm more level and even keeled than I was before. But yeah,
so how has that changed, like, how you feel and how you think and all that?
Just more. I got to the point last year where I had zero motivation. I didn't want to do anything, dude. Like, I could just be perfectly content sitting on the couch and like my phone in my hand, being a zombie. And now I'm like, I want to do things. I actually want to go back to the gym. I want to go hunting. I want to go have fun. I wanted to get out of the house. And before, I just became a zombie, man, and it sucked.
Do you ever
I might look into that, because I always say, like, I used to feel like I could fight a bear and I would F the bear up, and now I'm like, that bear might hurt me.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when my blood pressure was going up here recently, it's like I lost clarity in my head and my thinking. I was very moody and irritable and very quick to anger. I mean, just on petty stuff.
Nonstop, dude. I'd have a headache every single day. And I didn't know why I was having these headaches. And then once I got on blood pressure medicine, my blood pressure came down. I was like, oh, I don't have headaches anymore. I was like, this is great.
Yeah, and you just feel good. It's like you say, you get interest in all the stuff that you give two shits about, 3 weeks ago.
I don't know if it was a mix of the blood pressure or if it was testosterone, a mix of both. But man, I'm enjoying life now. I'm enjoying things, and I enjoyed it before. I just didn't have the motivation to do anything besides like I had to force myself to go to work. I had to force myself to do the podcast and social media and stuff. And now I'm like, I look forward to that stuff again. So
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I started lifting heavy. Like I go to the gym with my youngest son, but like I'm like I just want to lift as heavy as I can. I don't care how many reps I get in. If I can get at least 5, I'm cool. But I'm like, to me, that's the only thing that relieves stress. Like trying to lift lighter weight, more reps, don't do it. But just lifting heavy and then being sore as crap when I'm done, I'm like, I feel great.
It does feel good. That's a good thing. I almost did a pull-up the other day. Holy crap, I can't believe I almost did that.
Nice. That's awesome.
I got my daughter, because I've got this gym set. It's a weight bench. I can't remember what the hell it's called, but I paid pretty penny for it. It's out in the yard now because it was at the old office where I had space for it. Now I don't. So it lives in the yard, but she was out there doing pull-ups on it. Of course, she's 75, 80 pounds. So she could do that. So then I got on her and went, oh, fuck. Okay, I got halfway. That's good enough.
There you go, bro. Progress is progress.
That's funny.
That's right.
Oh,
no, I was wondering about that ATL because I don't screw around with refrigeration hardly anymore at all right now because it just eat up too much time in my day, and it's just me, so I can't tie an entire day on a walkout or some crap.
No, I haven't seen any limits as far as size of equipment and stuff. Most of it's just make sure to check valves and cylinders are outside. So it tries to pull all the gas out, and people don't read the manuals. And like you were talking earlier, there's no real standard. It's whatever the manufacturer wants is what you got to do.
I think that's the worst part. That's the only bad part I think about it.
Yeah, and that's our whole industry though. There's no standards. It's just like whatever the manufacturer wants, what the manufacturer wants. Like, and you got to try to do what everybody wants. And it's a freaking nightmare.
That goes with every part of this industry. There's never been you got Cefesa, and I'm not knocking them, but every other freaking trade out there, you've got a licensing board, something. And that's something this industry's never had. And I don't like government more than anybody else, but we deal with every freaking trade. If you think about it, you're doing electric, you're doing gas fitting, you're doing, you got steam that kind of falls into the pipe fitting, refrigeration, which is its own world of stuff to deal with, and plumbing, and yet it's always just been, whatever jack of all trades will come and be a tech, and you throw them in the truck and let them go and hope for the best. And then you might get an electrician that works for you, or a pipe fitter, or a refrigeration guy that doesn't know his stuff or has a license. But I swear that's something we got to work on. We really got to work on something a little more official than what we've got.
Yeah, it's definitely unregulated. It's super weird. I don't get it.
It's dangerous.
Oh yeah, it's not only dangerous, it's we have the gas side of it, the electric side of it, the plumbing side of it, but also you have food safety side of it. You got refrigeration, people, you got to keep food cold or frozen, and it's double-edged sword there.
Y'all know better than to do this, but somebody that's new, they'll come in there and work in a kitchen, they'll grab their tool bag or box, put it on the floor, then they're going to set it up on a work table.
On the cutting board.
They don't think about it. Yeah, they don't think about it. And that's a common sense thing, but that kind of goes back to the Wild Wild West discussion about A2Ls. They rely on your common sense to figure out where to put this shit. Well, it doesn't always work. It doesn't exist everywhere.
Dude, the first time I see a trainee put their tool bag on a counter on a white cutting board, dude, I'd lose my shit, dude. I'm like, don't you ever do that again.
But then you got the opposite thing, right? Because if there's roaches on your floor, my bag is going on your counter or your cutting board. I don't care. That's your problem.
You ain't gonna
Sorry. I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm not getting roaches in my bag. I've gotten roaches in my bag, and they've gone into my van. And to me, the only solution is torch the van. That's how you get rid of roaches. Torch the van.
Burn it down.
Dude, we were at a hotel here working on a booster heater, a Hatco, and we took the cover off, and there was every manner of roach in there. Small, big, large, living, dead, all of them, full. I mean, there was no surface that didn't have a roach or excrement on it. And at the same time, the health inspector she's walking around the kitchen, checking temps and doing all this stuff. And then, the guy running the kitchen comes over and he looked inside and he went, "Put the cover back on that. I don't want her to see this." Like, she needs to see this.
Dude, I have a rule. If I'm in a restaurant, Board of Health walks in, I leave. I'm gone.
Yo, for real.
Dude, every time I'm like, someone's carrying a clipboard or like a tablet, and I'm like, and they're dressed nice, or they're like in a polo of like the city or county logo. I'm like, I just pack my bag and leave. Like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm not here. Like, I can wait in the parking lot, or I can come back. It's your choice. I'm not gonna be in here.
Any plausible deniability.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I had a very nice Mexican restaurant, a popular chain, and they got shut down by the Board of Health for bugs. Someone seen one in the lobby and like recorded it and turned it into the county, and they shut the whole restaurant down. And I was in there working on a dough roller they use for tortilla presses, and like they're like, "Do you see any bugs?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like we're closed. Like, we got shut down. Someone turned us in. And like the lady came in. I was like putting panels on. I was like, "I'll send you a quote over. Have a nice day." And I'm running out the door. My son's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "It's Board of Health. I'm out of here, dude. I'm not dealing with this." It just is what it is, man. So,
have y'all had any experience with the Ivarios? Those yeah.
Nope. Well, I've got like 4 in my market, and I haven't done them. My boy gets to do them all, luckily. So
I've got a customer. They're going to remodel their kitchen, and that's something they were talking about. He said, "Do you like? What do you think of Rationale combi ovens?" I said, "You don't want to know my opinion."
It's got a ton of probes and a ton of relays and a ton of elements. Those Ivarios do.
I told him, I said, "Look, I personally don't like combi ovens from the standpoint of they're kind of pointless. Unless you're space confined, then they make a ton of sense."
Yeah.
So, but my main thing was, if you're going to buy a combi, you better take care of it. You better clean it every damn day. Buy all the tablets you got to have, whatever it costs. It don't matter. It's going to cost you more if you don't.
Just don't let them buy an iHexagon. It's a microwave and a combi.
Oh, that sounds fun.
You know what? One of these days, somebody's going to get the bright idea at one of these factories to build an oven, steam table, and dishwasher combination.
There's probably already one in development somewhere being tested in Germany right now.
Yo, for real.
Yeah.
It's in Italy.
In Italy.
Italy or Germany, one of the two. Someone's got one already running.
In Germany, it'll have a chance to work. In Italy, it'll never work. It'll look beautiful, but it'll be complete shit.
Oh, I got a comment, but I'm not going to say it.
My thing is I had no idea that forni meant oven in Italian, because there's like 8 million companies that have forni in the name. I was like, why does everybody have forni in the name? And TJ Coker, God bless him, was like, that means oven in Italian, dude. I was like, oh, my bad.
That makes sense, I guess.
There's like 8 million fornis out there. Like, I'm like, why are all these pizza oven companies called something forni or forni something? So it makes sense.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm gonna call it. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. I appreciate you coming on, Quentin. I appreciate Brian, Jason, Rich, everybody in the chat. It's been fun. I always enjoy these episodes. They don't happen near enough. Everybody's busy. Rich is building an empire in South Carolina.
How did Mechanical Environments escape coming on? Hold on.
They hung out in the chat. They didn't come in. I know I did get a picture of Megan laying on the floor working on a cooler, and she was not impressed. She said she'll never work in a kitchen. She said she'd rather be on a hot roof all day than laying on the ground working on a cooler. It's got its place. But no, I appreciate everybody coming on. I appreciate Viper supporting the show and the channel. They're good people. If you need quality cleaners that are food safe, NSF rated, kosher, hit them up. You can use them around your customers. You can use kitchens. You don't feel guilty about it. So, Quentin, I appreciate you coming on. It's good seeing you online, and you're looking good, buddy. Keep up the good work. If you need anything, you know how to get a hold of us and find us, man.
Word.
Have a good night, everybody. See you guys.
All right, Joe.
Bye. If you guys would, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing the podcast. It really helps us grow and helps us know which direction to move in. Also, if you have any suggestions for guests, please email me at commercialkitchenchronicles@gmail.com. Or if you want to be a guest, email me. Love to have you guys on. Thanks a lot. See you next week.